Zero and Amy K in the 194 Morning Playhouse. So bringing a new-ish significant other home to meet the family, that's a huge step, right? That's huge.
It is huge. It's also nerve-wracking on both sides. Like the person who's meeting the family, they want to feel welcoming, but they're also like, there's a stranger coming in.
Coming on a random weekend, that's a huge step. Coming on a holiday, that's an even larger step.
Yeah.
Going on a multi-day family excursion, a vacation.
Oh, no.
Mega step, right?
Yeah, vacationing.
But if the family's kind of against it, there's where the problem comes in.
Chime in now. It's Group Therapy on the Y94 Morning Playhouse.
All right, Ashley, kind of set up what's going on and why you guys are so against it, if you could.
Yeah, it's a pretty annual thing that we do every spring. We go on a family vacation, a great time. But my brother wants to bring his new girlfriend, which I say he has a knack for dating the flavor of the month.
He dates a lot of girls, basically.
Yeah. I mean, within 3 weeks, he's broken up with every girl he's ever started dating. So he swears that it's different this time, and he's going to stay with this girl, but I'm kind of doubtful.
You just don't want her to come on the vacation. Is that the gist?
Right, exactly.
Got it. Do you think that is an appropriate thing to kind of put their feet in the sand on and be like, she's not coming to put the feet in the sand with us?
If he has a reputation of constantly dating new people, I do think it is kind of I mean, who's paying the way for this girlfriend? Clearly she's not. I'm assuming the parents are. I almost think, though, it's the parents' responsibility to tell their son he can't bring the girlfriend.
And if they don't care and if they're putting the money down, which I'm just assuming that's what's happening here, I think you got to let it go then. But if they don't like it, well...
If they are fine with it, there's really not much that can be done unless you want to really talk to your parents and say, look at how many girlfriends we've been meeting. And he says this time is different. And I am afraid that's what's going to get his parents to be like, okay, fine, let's bring her along on the vacation.
Well, Ashley gets to bring her boyfriend. Well, they've been dating for blankety years. Oh, God. Do you think that is something they should kind of try to avoid? Is him bringing the flavor of the month on the family vacation? No girlfriends for you.
I mean, I guess it depends on who's paying.
Yeah.
Like, if the parents are paying and they're okay with paying for the plus one that is maybe not going to stick around, okay. But if and if he's paying, then maybe let the person come just to keep him happy. But I don't know, maybe the rule shouldn't be that it needs to be a serious relationship. Maybe the rule needs to be, hey, we have to have met this person at least 2 other times before this. Or maybe it's a time thing. Maybe it's 6 months or whatever,
How sad would that be if you had to quantify that for him, though? We have to establish, ground rules for who we're bringing to these things. You have to have been together for X amount of time
Which I don't think that's bad, honestly.
If you fell in love one day.
That is true. If my family went on vacation and I wanted to bring Steven at the beginning of it and they're like, well, it's only been 1 month, he can't come. I honestly might be like, well, then I don't know if I'm going to come.
Because didn't he drive you to Christmas a month after you guys met?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if your mom was like, I'd really rather he doesn't come to our family Christmas?
But he just has to drive me. That was literally the only way I can get there. I called my mom and I told her, I said, he offered to drive me to Minneapolis so I can get on that flight. That flight ended up getting canceled. My only option was for me to drive. And he thought, you can't be driving in this weather. And so he's the one who ended up driving me to Illinois.
What a gent. What a gentleman he is. I like if she was paying her own way or if brother wants to pay for it.
If the
whatever.
brother's paying it, yeah.
I mean, then you got really nothing to say about it. I don't see why that would matter then. And I think you made a good point. If it's mom and dad footing the bill, this really has nothing to do with the siblings.
No, she can't say anything. Unless she talks to the parents and she says, you guys are going to be wasting money, all that.
And then how weird is it going to be now if you guys try to make a fuss about this and this isn't the flavor of the month? What if she's around forever? It's like, you remember when you didn't even want me to go to Cabo?
Well, then they could say looking back, but that's not how things have played in the past.
Do you think that they should have an issue with this? We're seeing kind of on both sides.
I mean, someone did say it's up to whoever's paying. Just leave her out of family photos. I agree with that one. Yeah. If you're taking pictures on that trip, make sure she's on the ends, at least so you can crop her out. And someone said if she pays her own way, sure, but not on parents' dime.
Boy, family photos comes up kind of in people's mind a lot too. Or like if somebody's just kind of seen somebody and they come to a wedding, and it's like, do you think you could just like, could you take the picture? just in case,
Have you ever been in that situation where you've like, we're seeing someone new and they're doing like photos and they're like, oh, come in, be in the photo with me. And you're like,
I'm good.
no, it's okay.
I'm
I'll
all right."
stand over here.
They've learned all they need to about your relationship right there. Like, I'm good.
I'm good.
I got to use the restroom. Do you think they should kind of put their feet in the dirt on this or just let this guy's flavor of the month, potentially, girlfriend, come on the family vacay?
I mean, someone said, so when me and my wife were engaged, I went to a family reunion with her. They took a family picture and asked me to take the picture. I was fine with that. 2 years later, after we're married, the same aunt asked me to take the family picture. And I looked at her and said, well, maybe if you were at the wedding, you would have known we're married already. I ended up being in that picture. And someone else said, I wasn't allowed in my mother-in-law's photos for her wedding photos. I had already been married to her daughter for 2 years prior. Someone said, why don't you ask him how serious he is? If it is casual, tell him, sorry, family vacations are for family only. But if he is genuinely serious about her, why don't you guys try to meet her first before the trip?
Okay, get a little time with her ahead of this. I like that idea. Hi.
I think that they should stick to the rules because it probably is just like a
But what rule, though?
infatuation period for him, and it'd be better off to just stick to the rules so they don't have to like cut her out of the family photos later on.
Well, you'd be making the rule for her, though, right? Because they haven't established anything at this point. Somebody made a comment earlier in this conversation that maybe they could have, like, you have to be together 6 months or whatever. But there's not, at this point right now, anything like that. Like, no boyfriends, no girlfriends. There's nothing like that.
Yeah, there has to be some sort of like, you have to be engaged or married. Someone said, I would just straight up tell him, no, you can't bring every new girlfriend on our family vacation. Plus one's not optional.
What are we thinking?
No. And if he's had a history of this one is the one, this one is the one, I mean, for him, considering his history, he should have at least a year or and a half of dating this person to really chomp it down. I'm pretty sure that whoever he's saying is the one is not, he hasn't been dating them that long.
Okay, so you also were kind of doubting this is going anywhere. But what a horrible foot to, like, start off with this person. Like, what? Because what if this person is around for a long time? What a horrible way to start this.
Does she already know about this vacation? Because if she doesn't know, maybe it wouldn't be horrible. And he could just say it's a family thing. I doubt she thinks she's going. Would you just automatically assume?
Probably not, especially if it's hyper new. Probably not. Overall, what are we seeing as far as a mass text consensus?
I mean, most people aren't liking this new girlfriend tagging along, and they understand how it could be awkward. But people are saying it all depends on who's paying, who's going to be paying for her way to go.
Because, again, if he's paying for her or she's paying her own way, like, well, that's not anyone's money but theirs.
Yeah, and I think if it's him paying, it's a lesson learned. He's not going to be bringing just anyone with him next time.
Are you guys just going to drop it and kind of let it see how it plays out? Are you going to try to push for her not to come? Still not sure?
Yeah, I think I'm going to lay it down for my brother. Like, look, you have this bad track record with ladies, and she's going to at least be with you for a year. Maybe we'll talk next spring break. We'll go over that for the next time. We need a little bit more commitment.
Right. We'll see how it goes, I guess. I still think if mom and dad are paying, you got to probably just kind of lob this at
Let
them.
mom and dad deal with it.
Because if they don't care, I mean, what's it matter to you?
The only thing is he going to be so obsessed with her during this vacation that he's not doing things with the family?
Yes.
See, and that's where I don't think it's a good idea.
Why don't you guys, you go scuba diving. We're going to just watch TV in the hotel room.
Yeah, if he's just going to try to focus all his energy on her,